The story begins in ancient Japan, in a land called Akko, where feudal lords still rule with strict honor and tradition. One day, a group of samurai captures a mysterious young boy. His name is Kai, but no one knows where he came from. His pale skin and unusual appearance make the people uneasy, and many believe he might be some kind of spirit or ghost. Because of this fear, the villagers want him removed from their land. However, Lord Asano, the ruler of Akko, decides otherwise. He allows the boy to stay, showing kindness that others do not. Asano's young daughter, Mika, quickly grows fond of Kai. Unlike everyone else, she treats him with warmth and compassion. As the years pass, they form a deep bond and become very close. Even as he grows up in the castle, Kai never truly belongs. The samurai and villagers treat him as an outsider, someone beneath them. He lives a quiet and isolated life, but he never forgets the kindness shown by Lord Asano and Mika. He remains loyal and grateful. One day, a group of hunters sets out to kill a terrifying creature that has been frightening the region. The beast is enormous, with 6 glowing eyes and immense strength strong enough to lift horses into the air. During the hunt, a samurai named Asano drops his sword and finds himself trapped directly in front of the monster. Just as the creature is about to kill him, Kai steps in without hesitation. Risking his life, he fights the beast and manages to kill it. He saves Asano and even returns his sword to him. But instead of gratitude, Asano feels humiliated. Being saved by someone he considers inferior wounds his pride. In anger and shame, he says it. Would have been better to die than be rescued by Kai. When other samurai arrive, they assume Asano killed the beast. He remains silent and accepts their praise, stealing the credit for Kai's bravery. As they leave, Kai notices something strange, a white fox with 2 different colored eyes watching him from a distance. Far away, in another region called Nagato, that same fox appears before Lord Kira. It transforms into a beautiful woman, revealing itself to be a powerful sorceress. She is Kira's spy and ally. She informs him that their plan to kill Lord Asano has failed for now. Back in Akko, preparations begin for a grand event known as the Shogun's Tournament, an important gathering where honor and strength are displayed before powerful leaders. The entire region works hard to ensure everything is perfect. When the hunters return, Asano is praised as a hero. Mika, however, notices something unusual despite the praise. There is guilt in his eyes. That night, she visits Sky, who is badly injured from the battle. As she tends to his wounds, they share a quiet and emotional conversation. Kai realizes that Mika knows the truth. Still, he asks her not to reveal it, as it would only cause trouble. During this moment, he confesses his love for her. However, he also admits that they can never be together because they belong to different worlds. Soon, the day of the tournament arrives. The atmosphere is filled with celebration and tension. Among the guests is a mysterious woman with mismatched eyes, the same as the fox Sky saw earlier. Suspicious, Kai warns Oishi, a loyal and wise samurai, that a witch may be among them. But Oishi questions how Kai could know such things, reminding him that only demons can see a witch's true form. Lord Kira also arrives at the event. Though he speaks politely, there is clear hatred between him and Lord Asano. The competition begins, and Kira's warrior displays incredible skill, impressing everyone. Asano is chosen to represent Tako, as everyone believes he defeated the beast. However, just before the fight, the sorceress secretly interferes, leaving Asano weak and unable to fight. With no time left and honor at stake, Kai takes a bold step. Since samurai fighters wear masks, he disguises himself and enters the arena in Asano's place. At first, no one realizes the truth, but during the fight, Kai is quickly overpowered and his mask is knocked off. The crowd is shocked. The shogun immediately stops the match and declares that Kai is not a samurai. He orders his execution. Mika desperately tries to protect him, standing in front of him. At that moment, Lord Asano takes full responsibility for the deception, begging that the punishment fall on him instead. The shogun agrees. That same night, the sorceress moves forward with her plan. Using dark magic, she summons a spider-like creature, the same six-eyed beast, and uses it to poison Lord Asano. Under the influence of the poison, Asano begins hallucinating. He believes Lord Kira is attacking Mika. In his confusion, Asano draws his sword and attacks Kira in front of everyone. Though Kira pretends to be innocent, the damage is done. Attacking a guest is a grave offense. Asano is sentenced to death but is allowed to take his own life to preserve his honor. Before his death, he says goodbye to Mika, urging her to remain strong. Oishi prepares the sword for the ritual. Despite knowing the truth, Asano accepts his fate to protect his family's honor. After his death, Oishi and the other samurai are devastated. They want revenge, but the shogun forbids it. They are stripped of their status and become Ronin, masterless warriors. They are ordered never to seek vengeance. Kira takes control of Aapko. Mika is forced into a political arrangement after 1 year of mourning. She must marry him. Kai is captured and sold into slavery while Oishi is imprisoned. A year passes. Oishi is finally released, weak but determined. He learns that Kai is alive but suffering as a slave, forced to fight for entertainment. Oishi finds him and enters the arena to reach him. At first, Kai doesn't recognize him due to the trauma he has endured. But when he hears Mika's name, his memories return. Together, they escape. Oishi gathers the remaining Ronin and reveals his plan to avenge Lord Asano, even if it costs their lives. Everyone agrees. They begin preparing, gathering weapons and information. Kai leads them to a mystical forest where he once lived among supernatural beings. There, they undergo a test of discipline and illusion. Oishi resists temptation, proving his strength, and they are rewarded with powerful weapons. Meanwhile, Kira's sorceress continues hunting them. She sets traps and causes destruction, but the Ronin survive. Realizing time is running out, Oishi decides to strike immediately. Disguised as performers traveling to Kira's wedding, the Ronin infiltrate the fortress. While a grand performance distracts the guests, they silently eliminate guards and take control. Soon, chaos erupts. Mika attempts to kill Kira but fails. The sorceress returns and transforms into a massive dragon. Kai confronts her in an intense battle. Using his hidden powers and the enchanted sword, he finally defeats her. At the same time, Oishi faces Kira in a final duel. After a fierce fight, Oishi kills him, completing their revenge. With Kira dead, his forces surrender. The Ronin return to Aapko and honor Lord Asano at his grave, placing his sword there. Their mission is complete. In the end, Kai is no longer an outsider. He is accepted and respected. Mika finally expresses her love openly, and the two are united, no longer separated by status or fear. Their story becomes one of loyalty, sacrifice, and honor, a legend remembered for generations.